everyone, and welcome to the Theater of Football. I'm Mike Hodem, and I'm joined by Patrick Heinrich. Patrick, hello.
Hey, everyone. Hey, Mike. How's it going?
Good. It's a beautiful Friday night here in America. Oh, Lordy, Mama, it's Friday night when Susie wore her dresses tight, yeah. And the clock rockin' was out of sight. La, 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 la.
That's all well and good. But we're here to talk football, Mike.
Yeah, the NFL.
Not American football.
Oh, no? No Jaguars?
No Jaguars.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
My bad.
This one.
My bad. I'll change. It's all good. I'm ready to go.
Oh,
All right.
good. Oh, there you are, Mike. I didn't know where you were. I didn't know who the other guy even was. No.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
Got
Mike,
rid of him. He's gone.
that's
We're
right.
good.
Well, what's the latest in transfer news, Mike?
Absolutely nothing.
Exactly. Well, there is a bit of news. United are playing tomorrow. We have a friendly against Aston Villa. How are you feeling about that?
Well, Patrick, from the team news I saw, half the team is in isolation. Paul Pogba has actually returned to training yesterday, so that's good news.
That's good.
Glad to see him back. Glad he's recovered from COVID. That's good. But yeah, the other half of the team is trading on their own because they're working on moves away from the club. So the one thing I can say is that Luke Shaw will be playing.
Well, thank goodness.
Yes, one Luke Shaw versus 11 Aston Villa players will be. That'll be a 3-0 United victory. Take it to Paddy Power.
And if Luke Shaw comes out of it with even one leg left, I'll be happy about it.
We'll come out of it with one leg left and a hat trick.
And a hat trick.
Promised.
Well, one funny thing that Ole said ahead of the game today was he said, the focus of tomorrow's match is giving people time on the pitch.
Time on the pitch, yes. Letting Lingard and Pereira their last week with the club, getting their last time on the pitch.
That's right. A fond farewell friendly.
Glad you get that. Appreciate it.
Well, so now that fun is all out of the way, let's get to the whole point of today's video.
That's right.
Just to talk about what we think is going to happen and the awards for the Premier League season 2020-2021. So, Mike.
That's right, Patrick. Today's video is our first video of the new season. So
right. That's why we have to make it super shenanigansy because we're so excited. Well, so who do you think is going to be the champ, Mike? Just let's go right into it. Who's going to take it all?
Manchester City.
All right. I'd agree with that one.
I don't really have anything else to add other than all Liverpool have spent is money on a backup left back, where if Andy Robertson stays healthy, he's never going to see the pitch. So I don't see where Liverpool improve. City have already spent some money, and they look like they're going to spend some more money, possibly bring in Koulibaly from Napoli. So that'll shore up that defense. So I'm going to go with Man City.
All right. I'm going to go with Man City too, even if they didn't get Messi. I still think that they're still going to be very formidable. Even if Pep didn't get his way.
That's right. He didn't get his Messi way.
That's right. Things didn't get messy for old Pep.
Nope.
Well, so then how do you think the top four is going to round out with Manchester City taking the one spot? Who's in 2, 3, and 4 for you?
Well, I do think Liverpool pushed them somewhat close. So I'll give Liverpool second. I didn't like this decision, but the investment that Chelsea has made this summer, I'm going to go with them third. And I'm going to pick us, Manchester United, fourth. Just because I think Leicester has gone down a little bit by selling Chilwell. I think Arsenal haven't closed the gap enough. They have made some moves, give them credit there, but they haven't closed the gap enough. And I don't think Tottenham have closed the gap enough either. So I'm going to go with us, United fourth.
All right. And you think the Wolves are out of steam?
Well, I had a steam for a Champions League spot, but I don't put a sixth or seventh place spot out of the question.
Sure, sure. All right.
What do you think? What do you think, Patrick?
Well, I have, and I'm actually very disappointed in this thought that I would actually have this, and I can commiserate with you a little bit if you're putting Chelsea in second. So I guess that makes me feel a little bit
Whoa,
better.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Or in third. Sorry.
I didn't put them in
I got to
second.
make sure they get the right place.
Gotta
Can't
make
give them
that
anything
clear.
more.
I mean, I
Yeah.
put Liverpool in second. Maybe that's that's definitely worse. But
Well, I agree with United in fourth, partially also because I just want to get them into the top four. I think that's where they're going to finish. But I would also like for them to finish in the fourth place.
well, I would
But
like us to finish first.
that's true. Damn,
That's
it,
not
we're
gonna
going back to the same argument that we had with Jeremy about whether or not if you're going to score a goal, you might as well. Well, we don't want to score a goal, Jeremy. We don't want to score any goals.
We don't let them score any goals.
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
like, if we're gonna place, we might as well place fourth. And you're like, what are you talking about, Patrick? We should place first.
That's right. That's right.
Well, my controversial thought that I hate myself for thinking is I think I see Arsenal in third place.
Really?
Yep.
You did say before the video you had some interesting thoughts for the top
Yeah.
four, and that is
Controversial.
definitely it. I thought you might I thought you would have us in third and throw Spurs in fourth. That's what I was thinking. But
Nope.
this is like
Yeah. I think that they're gonna come very well off last season. I think they're gonna shoot like a bullet into the beginning of the season. And the only thing that'll get in their way is United and Liverpool and Chelsea and Manchester City.
To Arsenal's in Arsenal's defense, they did lose to Aston Villa in the penultimate day of the season. In their defense, they lost to
their
Aston Villa.
Yeah, well, we'll see. That's my unpopular opinion of the day.
All right. We'll
Take it to
see.
the
We'll
bank.
see. It's funny you say that because I actually put a cheeky bet down on their game tomorrow that they won't win.
Nice. Well, thank you.
So
Safe.
second, first is so you can have Liverpool.
Oh
second?
yeah, Liverpool second, City first.
Okay.
I agree with you on those two. I would say that's probably going to happen, and it'd be silly to think otherwise.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, and also not a surprise that Arsenal would be my surprise package. But what is your surprise package going to be this year, Mike?
Well, I'm not going that high in the table. Those lofty heights of third that Arsenal fans haven't experienced for who knows how long.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Leeds United. Leeds have been champions of the championship,
Mhm.
but they haven't been good champions. So they're gonna finish, I'd say eighth. I'm gonna give them eighth.
Yeah.
And I think they're gonna have something for Liverpool. That was the second bet I made today. Was that that Liverpool's not gonna win on tomorrow, Saturday. So that was the second big bet I made. So we'll see if both those bets come true. Probably not, but I do have high. I don't like Leeds, obviously, but
Yeah.
I got bullied on a train by a bunch of Leeds fans once, and I don't really like them. But I think with Marcelo Bielsa as their manager, and I look at some of their players on the squad right now, and I like them. I think they could finish eighth or ninth. So they would be. I was going to say something like Wolves, but I feel like after 2 seasons of really good finishes, if they finish, fifth, sixth, seventh, that's not really a surprise. So
No.
I'm gonna go with Leeds.
Okay. Yeah, you think Liverpool's going to be a little bit sleepy in that game, and Leeds going to come in firing and take them out?
Yeah, I think so. I think Jurgen Klopp has once again in his pre-match press conference, he's complained about other clubs being able to spend more than Liverpool, and he took a personal shot at Chelsea, and I think he's already making excuses for that game. So I feel like Leeds might get a 1-1 draw.
Sounds good.
Yeah, go to the William Hill if you're watching in England and put 1-1 for the scoreline of that game.
You heard it here first, folks. All right. So, who do you think is getting relegated?
Relegation. This is always fun. I always love it. The misery of teams. I'm going to go with Brighton, Villa, and West Brom. I think Fulham being promoted. I loved Scott Parker as a player, so I am clouded in my judgment that I think as a manager, he'll somehow figure out how to keep Fulham in the Premier League next year, even though they've been, along with Norwich and West Brom for that matter, very much a yo-yo club this decade. But I think he'll keep them up.
Yeah. So you think a similar relegation fight as this last season, but without Norwich to cushion everybody?
Yeah, maybe West Brom will cushion everybody. No.
Yeah.
West Brom will probably do better than Norwich this season. I think it'll be a little bit more competitive amongst all the teams down there. Although it did go down to the final day this past year, I think there might be more teams in it this year, and could be an interesting battle to watch.
Oh yes, absolutely. Well, moving on to players of the year.
Ooh.
So, who, Mike, is going to be your Manchester United player of the year?
Manchester United player of the year. I'm going to go with Jadon Sancho.
A surprising pick, considering he is not a United player.
Oh.
At least,
All
yeah.
right.
Unless you know something that we don't.
I don't.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, I don't. Well, in that case, I'll just go with Anthony Martial.
All right. Okay. I love that choice. Second that opinion.
Great. I thought I was going out on a limb by not choosing Bruno, but I thought I'd go with Tony Marshall.
I think that's a good choice. And so what do you think about Premier League Player of the Year?
Premier League Player of the Year. That's a tough one. I'm going to go with Jadon Sancho for Manchester United.
Well, that would be interesting, Mike, if he was a Premier League player. unless he's going to Liverpool and you didn't tell us something.
Well, in that case, I'm going to go with Raheem Sterling at Man City.
Okay.
Yes. I think that's a good bet.
Yeah, I think that's a good bet as well.
He'll be upset with his miss against Leon in the Champions League, which didn't cause them to lose the match, but it didn't help them win it. So he'll go on a big 25 goals scoring spree as they become champions, and the English press love a English Premier League Player of the Year. So
Of course.
we'll go with Raheem Sterling.
Great. What do you think about Premier League Young Player of the Year?
Oh, you're saving the Young Player of the Year for the last.
That's right.
That's a tough one. I think I'm going to go with Jadon Sancho.
Well, you heard it here. 3 wrong answers to 3 good questions.
Oh.
I don't think I have to say again why you can't choose Jadon Sancho. As much as I would enjoy choosing Jadon Sancho for all of these questions.
Okay. Now go with Christian Pulisic from Chelsea. No
All right.
No American bias.
No, not American bias whatsoever. Well, I am going to have to say Mason Greenwood.
Oh,
Young Player of the Year. I think it's a sure bet.
you think that's a
It's a slam dunk.
Take that down to your local bet shop and throw down a $5.
I will take that all the way down to my local Icelandic hotel outside of the quarantine zone.
Fair enough. I've never been to Iceland, so I don't know how their gambling works. So
I haven't either.
that might be how it happens. So yeah,
Worth investigation.
I always enjoy a good investigation.
That's right.
So
does Mason Greenwood.
Poor Mason.
He's getting all of it, and it's fun to make good jokes on it.
He'll get his revenge by scoring against Crystal Palace on the 19th
That's
of
right.
September
Yep.
because
Definitely.
he's not playing tomorrow.
Yep.
Not that it matters. It's a friendly. I mean, yeah,
He
whatever.
doesn't need final minutes. He's going to be around for a little while longer.
That's true. He's far from his final minutes,
That's right.
and if he has a Ryan Giggs like career, he'll be over 2 decades from his final minutes.
Let's put
So,
money on that.
so Patrick, did you one final thought here? You saw our under 21s beat Salford City, right?
Mm-hmm. I did catch a little bit
6-0.
of that. Yep.
So, with all of our players on quarantine or training by themselves, looking for new deals, do you hope that you see at least a couple of those players tomorrow in Villa, if it's Hannibal Mejbri or Anthony Alanga or Tegan Menji or James Gardner? Do we want to see them tomorrow?
I do.
Yes.
I think it's the perfect transition for them.
Yes.
Perfect
I
opportunity.
I agree. Even though the reserves have a game on Monday night, I think you can still sneak them in at a good 20, 25 minutes. Let them get out there and prove their worth against the fellow Premier League side, who might also be bringing on the reserves at that point.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think my hope is that Ole saying we're going to give people time on the pitch is him saying, here's to the U21s, have a good time, not, hey, Lingard, enjoy your final moments.
That's funny because I wrote down my starting 11 for tomorrow's game. You want to hear it, Patrick?
Yes, please.
And you can react however you want. I have De Gea in goal. This is how I should preface. This is how Ole will pick it. Not Mike Odom. Not Mike Odom, not Patrick Heinrich, not Jeremy Forbes.
Yes.
So De Gea in goal. Timothy Fosu-Mensah at right back. Baye Maguire in the center of defense. Shaw at left back.
You know that.
McTominay, Donny van de Beek, and Bruno in the midfield. And then you'll have James, Igalo, and Lingard up front.
The Sterling attack. I see the logic there. I really do.
Well, I guess I had Mata instead of Lingard, but then I read Mata had been at isolated at home training on his own, so I don't think he's going to play.
Yeah.
So I would prefer Mata, I guess, but maybe this is good for Jesse. Maybe he can get some more game time. He looked good against Lask in the Europa League over a month ago now.
Yeah.
Maybe this will be good, Patrick.
Yeah, he's had some time to rest.
plenty of time. He also rested in Mykonos.
No, it's true. It's true.
I hear that's a great place to rest for a night.
More than one night if you're unplanned.
That's right. If you're not a good planner, it could be 2, 3, 4 nights.
Yeah. Well, I would be very interested to see Lingard play a whole game. As he best said, I'm usually accustomed to being brought in the last couple minutes.
That's right. Well, maybe he'll get accustomed to that again tomorrow, and maybe I don't know. Maybe Rashford's been enough to start, and Dan James starts down the right, which probably wouldn't be ideal. But yeah, that's how I see it. Maybe Pereira starts instead of Lingard. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd like to see a Gallo start. That would be nice.
Yeah,
we have to use him up.
Yeah,
while we have the chance.
I'd like to see him have a shot out there.
Yeah, definitely.
But thanks, Patrick, for joining me. The theater's now closing on the Theater of Football, or the curtain's now closing on the Theater of Football. And the theater is closing. That's why the curtain is closing. Patrick, thank you once again for joining me.
Yep.
We'll be back on Sunday, I believe, with a new video. And let us know what you think about our predictions on Twitter. It's at Theater of Football. Let us know what you think, and we'll address them in the next video, hopefully this Sunday. And for Patrick, I'm Mike. Have a great evening.
Cheers, everyone.
Oh, hello. Thank you for watching the Theater of Football. If you think Mike got it wrong yet again, please leave your thoughts in the comment section below.